So here it is, chat. I made the tier list because no one else does it except for me. Last year I did the worst to best, and it was all right. A lot of brain hurting making that list. I decided, you know what? Why not just do a tier list format? It's the same thing. No numbers involved, just a tier list format. I'm going to be mixing all of this up. I'm gonna mix all of it up until I feel comfortable. Let's go over the ranks in case anyone missed it. So we're starting at the very bottom to the top. We got worst. I didn't know what to put above worst, but I put eh. It's an eh signing. We got an okay signing. We got a good signing, and we got best. Now Aztec, he's a pretty good signing. Also, keep in mind, there's I think 106 signings here. I'm not gonna go over, I'm not gonna go over every reason why. No, I'm not doing that. I think this is a good signing. I think Aztec being signed is a good signing for the Ospo role for Toronto Defiant. Obviously, Lastra was signed, which I feel like Lastra's gonna end up getting the starting time. All right, now into Neptuno. Neptuno's I said it on accident. Neptuno's an signing, I gotta say. I feel like there was more they could have done with main sport. Also, they had a budget, so they had to really work for what they had. This is Florida. This is Florida, this whole state right here. This is Flora. I think he's going to be an okay signing. I don't have that much on Flora, but I've heard good things of him. Hisu. I think Hisu is I want to say good, but also okay signing. Because Hisu, very flexible of a player when it comes to hit scan. Actually, he's not super flexible, I should say. He's good. He plays all the hit scans really well. There could be some downsides to Hisu, but I think they'll work around that. I think Hisu's okay / good. I've seen some okays as well. I'm gonna put him good for now. This is Sparker. Sparker, I've seen good bits of him. I think he's good as well. Thoughts, I'm seeing some goods in here too. Yakpung, I think Yakpung is maybe okay / good. This is the hard part right here. Yakpung is a good, I think he's okay signing. I think he's gonna have a rough time in APAC, maybe. I know he's good. I know he's improved a lot, but compared to everyone else on APAC's really stacked, so it's gonna be hard for Yakpung to come through. Faith, I think Faith is a good signing. Not one of the best, but he's definitely a good signing for the Boston Uprising squad. He's gonna help this team out by a lot. Definite upgrade over the man. Halo, obviously, he's a big upgrade over Halo. Then we have Ansunje. I think Ansunje is an okay signing. He's solid. He's not one of the best. Hotba. I think Hotba's an okay signing. I don't think it's insanely good. Obviously, there's whole things with visa issues right now. I'm interested to see how Hotba performs, because if Hotba performs really good beside Mono, he's going to be a good signing or one of the best signings. But as it stands right now, we did not see him perform that well these past couple of seasons. But if Hotba does perform, which he could perform this upcoming season, with 9K and Rascal and Shockwave, Carpe around him, once again from season 1, he could perform good, which he did perform good on Philadelphia Fusion season 1, his best year yet. But also he had a lot of flexibility there because there was no 2-2-2 lock, and they added a 2-2-2 lock, and it was an up and down thing for Hoppa. Bebe, I think Bebe is an okay signing as well. Skewed. I think this is I'll put him in okay, because he does have a big purpose there on the team. Mono, I think this is if there was an interesting thing, I'll put interesting. I think Mono is I feel like at the end of the day, it'll be a good signing. I trust Philadelphia Fusion, hopefully. I haven't seen the scrim bucks on Philly, but I trust Mono at the end of the day with Hoppa. Hopefully Mono and Hoppa are good beside each other. Obviously they didn't really look that good back in season 3 with the NYXL, but under 9K things could look a little bit different, hopefully. This is Kaneki. I think this could be one of the best signings potentially. I'm put him good for now because there's some really good signings, like some of the best signings. I'm put him good for now. We saw how good he was in the tournament. This guy is probably going to maybe replace Jinmu in some maps, some metas, something like that. Now we have Crystal. I don't think he's the worst signing. I don't think he's one of the worst. He's actually a good player, even with all the stuff that he did for the Spark, against the Spark, I should say. He's a good player that will help this team. You know what? I'm putting in. Shax, this is one of the best signings. Him being there is going to help this team up by a lot. Shax could easily carry some wins for the London Spitfire. He could pull a Shockwave on the London Spitfire. With Blase beside him, I think this is going to be a good pickup for the London Spitfire moving forward. He can instantly change some games. Now we have Bernard. I think Bernard could be one of the best signings as well. Animo. I think Animo was a good signing for this whole dynasty. And then we have Closer. I think Closer is also a I'm gonna say good signing, and that may be a hot take to some people. This is Nisha. Be 100% transparent with y'all. I do not have that much information on Nisha, but the research I have done is that he's an all right main support. He's not the best, so I kind of want to put him eh. So I think this is a reasonable spot. Hanbin's one of the best signings Dallas Fuel's made this offseason. I feel like this is probably their best one next to maybe Fearless. Now we have Assassin. I think Assassin is one of the best or good. Yeah, good. I think Assassin's going to be a good signing for the Washington Justice. Very flexible, very good. I think as soon as this guy got signed to the Justice, I think he's going to help out the Justice by a lot, because they had Tuba still, which Tuba could have been good, but I think you still needed an upgrade, and Assassin was that upgrade, and I think they're going to do better moving forward from what it seems like. Faraway 1987, I think this is an okay signing. I think he's going to be a solid flex support moving forward. Jongu, he's an okay signing. Sparkle, I think Sparkle's a good sign. I don't think he's one of the best. There's some issues with Sparkle. He's not super flexible. Obviously, he's really good on the Genji. Slime, I think Slime is one of the best signings. Then we have Crimzo. I think Crimzo's a good signing. I think Crimzo's going to be a good part of the Houston Outlaws. Going to be solid. Probably going to carry out some fights. I should say, not wins. He's going to do if his BAP is on a play. So I think he's a good signing from what I've seen. Fury, one of the best. Lastro, I already said it earlier. I'll put him right beside the boy Aztec. I think Lastro's going to be good. I think he's going to probably perform like the same thing he did on LA Valiant last year. Maybe a tiny bit better because he's on this team. We know with KDG and the players around him, hopefully. I think Lastro may end up starting over Aztec, but also there's double flex support meta that will really help Lastro as well. Rippa, I think Rippa's an okay signing. Takoyaki. See, the thing about Takoyaki is that there's a purpose for Takoyaki, you know? I think I'm going to put him eh. I see that already in the chat. I think I'm going to put him eh. There's a purpose. They wanted a 12-man roster. They needed him. If they want to do a full Korean lineup, that's where he comes into play. You know, Takoyaki, Bernard, Gosby, Architect, I'm forgetting the other, IDK, and MCD. I have not seen that much about Takoyaki. I've seen a little bit, so I'm putting him eh. Molanrin, I think that's how I say his name. I've not seen that much about Molanrin, but Hybrid, I think he's an eh signing. I don't see this guy getting that much playtime until Sparker turns of age. You know, you also have Shax. You also have Blase. Hybrid could still be good at some points. Some metas, people are sick. That could easily happen, but I don't see him starting that much. Ursa's a weird one because he could be a good signing. He could be an okay. He's between these three, right? I don't think he's one of the worst. I'm putting him eh for now. FD God, I think this is one of the best signings. Not just because he's on Shock, but also he's just going to be like changing the Shock, you know? Him on this team, changing the playstyle of Shock, very aggressive a player. The only downside I don't know yet is his shot calling. I say that in every video. Shu, one of the best signings as well. Massive upgrade for the flexport role in LA Gladiators. He's super aggressive, one of the best flexports. I think Wolfig's I'll put him good. Fried, I think Fried was actually a good signing. I think KSF's an okay signing. Still bring in some things for the team. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe I put him eh. There is double hit scan meta where KSF could come in, but Dante's still there if you need to trace your player, and then Happy plays Widow. Yeah, I'll put him eh. Dante and Happy can almost cover everything, and then maybe there'll be like a hero where KSF is better than Dante or Happy. That's all I gotta say. Blase, I think Blase is a okay, not good. Hold on. Okay signing. Where's Hybe? Why? Wasn't Hybe a solid player for off-tank and they just moved him to main support? Obviously, it could have been his decision, right? But still, find a main support. Obviously, they had a player named Thor they were going to sign, but I think he just went to a different team. NVM, I don't really know that much about him, but I think, isn't he the one that was literally retired in 2018 and came back? Yep. Repel, I think Repel's an signing. Rascal, best signing, one of the best signings. Fantastic flex DPS player, that's all it is. Mondu, I think Mondu to Guangzhou Charge is okay, because the research I've done of him is that he's not a top tier main support player. He's a solid one. They could have done better. And also what we've seen at the tournament, Mondu was kind of all right. Stan 1, I think Stan 1 is also a okay signing. Kariv, I think Kariv's a good signing. You know, I could see the headspace for Guangzhou Charge signing Kariv because they wanted a replacement for Shu. And I think Kariv is probably the closest thing they could have got. He's not going to be identical to Shu, but he's still an aggressive player. He still is a bloodthirsty flexible player. And I think on a new team under Arachne, who was coached on the Shock, you know, with Krusty, I think they could help Kariv out by a lot. He also looked like he improved a lot on the tournament. I forgot which tournament. I always forget the name, but he improved. Choi Sawan, I think he is good or okay. From what I've seen so far is that Choi Sawan was a good signing. I thought he was going to be not that good coming into the season, but I've actually been proven wrong by this guy. He seems good. He's going to help out Charge by a decent amount. He may end up even starting, and he's probably going to be one of the better projectile players, flex DPS players, I can't speak, coming into the Overwatch League. Glister's one of the best or a good signing, because look, I know Shock, everyone's always going to put Shock stuff S tier. As for F best. Replacing Ants, he's going to bring his own playstyle. He's not going to be under Lens Spitfire anymore. He's going to be under the Shock. He'll be insane on this team, hopefully, and no like downgrades compared to London Spitfire, where he kind of got held back. Now he's on the Shock. He's going to be supported well. They're going to pocket him. He can do whatever he wants, and he's going to look good doing it. Sato. Oh, I'm putting him okay. This is Jihoon. He looked good in the tournament, so I'm putting him okay. There's potential with Jihoon on the Guangzhou Charge. He could be even better than Ryu at some points, probably. We saw him with his Reinhardt. It was solid. His ball is his best hero, obviously, when it comes to maybe ball meta. I think he's an okay signing. Taro. I think Taro is a good signing. And I say it all the time. Taro being there helps Dalton play his roles, and I've already heard good things about Taro when it came to ranked in general, and when it comes to just him all around on stream. Scrims, he's a really good flex DPS player, and I believe that. And he was also on O2, so he's under some great players. He was benched, though, which is the worrying part. But I'm putting him good signing because he's changing that team just being there, and Dalton playing hit scan. So it's a good signing. Gaga, one of the best signings. I'm 37 is a good signing. Fire, I think Fire is a... Oh, I'm gonna put okay. My guts tell me to put him okay. Elivo, I think Elivo is a... I've seen some people put Elivo in worst signing. I think he's a signing. Could they done better? Yes, but then again, budget issues. I think he's going to be solid. I think he may end up being one of the better players for Paris Eternal. Maybe. But that's all I got to say of Elivo. Checkmate. But Checkmate, I know he's just there just in case anything kind of goes wrong with Yaki, you know? Anything goes wrong with Yaki. Yaki can't play a hero well. Checkmate plays it. Anything like that, Checkmate can play if Yaki can't play. That's really it, and that's actually good for a signing. Because if you don't have, if your main flex DPS can't play those heroes, and you're kind of down bad in a meta or a tournament, you need that backup to play that hero that he's working on and practicing on. So that's why Checkmate's there. It's good. Shockwave is a okay signing. Valentine, I think Valentine's a really good signing. Kai, one of the best. To You, this is a fantastic promotion. Good signing, whatever you want to call it. Finally, Seoul Dynasty has an off-tank player, and hopefully they actually use To You. I hope they use him. And that's all I got to say. He's a fantastic diva, fantastic Sigma, and let's see what moves forward To You. Another thing of Linkser, he has a purpose, double hit scan meta, but I think when it comes to full time, Dalton is going to play majority of the time. Kind of want to put him... Mag, one of the best signings. OG in a... Okay. Pelican, this is a good signing. I can see myself moving him up to the best. Pelican's really good. We've seen this last year. And I was on the Atlanta Reign. I think he's going to do good with Saikai. Molly is a... He's not an signing. I feel like he's an okay signing. Shy is a good signing. Piggy, I think Piggy is actually a... I don't know about Piggy just yet. I'm putting him in They could have done better. I don't mind Jonggu that much. But Piggy... He's really known for his Zarya. I think he could be good on like the Diva. I've heard some solid things of his Sigma. I really just need to be proved wrong by the Houston Outlaws this upcoming season. And, you know, the season's about to start, so it's going to be fun to see that. Fate was a good signing from the Shanghai Dragons. Fielder, I think Fielder is a good signing. I want them to use them, but it probably won't work. Fielder, fantastic player all around last year on Paris Eternal. We saw that with his Moira, his Bap, his Zen, his Ana. Bloodthirsty off-sport player, flex sport I should say. A lot of people get angry when I say off-sport, but a fantastic flex sport player. I hope he starts, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. XZ, I think he's a good signing as well. Jerry, I think Jerry is a okay signing. I think he's still going to get a lot of playtime on the Washington Justice. Also, double hit scan meta could be a good case for Jerry moving forward. But that's all I got to say about him. Moth, one of the best signings. Xiaomansu is a signing. I don't really see this guy getting that much playtime, except for if there's a hardcore Zarya meta, which could be the meta moving the start of the season, right? Ryan Zarya, he could play it. That could be the case. But other than that, you still have Godsby, you have Shy, you have Architect, these flexible DPS players playing hit scan. I can't really see Xiaomansu playing, except for Zarya. Guangboom is a really good signing. Tsuna, I think Tsuna's in the Steel Series tournament, Tsuna was really good. with his McCree. And I think some other heal. I want to say Sombra, but I don't. He was good. I think he's going to be a okay signing. This is Hottie. I think put him okay. Happy, definitely one of the best signings Houston Alice could have done. One of the best easily. Fantastic hit scan player. And I think we're going to see that major impact come through on this Houston Outlaws. Nero, I think Nero was a good signing. That's the thing, because I just know when you're signed to the Shock and you're going to be under Krusty and their coaching staff and the players around them, you're just going to be top tier. That's how it is. Maybe not. I don't know. They still have Tayo, who didn't really look top tier. Juby, I think Juby was a okay signing. I think he's going to be solid all season long. I do think that. I don't think he's going to be top tier. Juby and Crimzo, I think they're going to be a solid support duo. And from what I've seen of Juby's stream, he's going to be a fantastic Lucio coming into these seasons. So I'm very excited to see what Juby does. Wea, I think Wea is a signing. Ivy, I think Ivy was actually one of the best signings. Who we got next? Toby, I think Toby was a really good signing. Funny Astra situation, visa issues, all of that, I get it. But I think Toby was probably the best thing they could have got, best player I should say you could have gotten. Funny Astro, very, very aggressive. But when you look at Mono, you may need to change that up. I know, like I said already, visa issues, but now that I got Toby, their team kind of fits Mono's playstyle now, kind of. But I know you have Carpet Rascal pretty aggressive, but they can switch their playstyle on the fly. We've seen that numerous times. Mono Hoppa, they kind of had the same sort of playstyle on NYXL. Obviously, there's some differences there. They weren't the best tank deal, but it's there. He can switch his playstyle. We've seen that. And Alarm there, he can also switch. So I think Toby was a fantastic signing. And he also still a good player for many years. Sabiobi, I think Sabiobi was a okay signing, actually. I don't think he's in. Because of what we've seen so far of SBB playing on the Soul Dynasty, he's still good at the game. He's still good at the game. Trace meta ever comes by. Any sort of hit scan meta, double hit scan, he's still going to be pretty good, I think. Dan. I think he was a signing. Could have done better. It's going to be rough for Dan, I feel like, to actually perform in the Overwatch League. Jexa, he is a okay. Yeah, he's okay signing. I wanted more for the Dallas Fuel. I knew they were going to sign Jexa, though, before he got signed. I think he's going to be a massive improvement, though, coming into this team. We already saw that with the... Oh, now I'm thinking about it. He was really good in the Nexus Cup, actually. Khan was a... I think he was honestly a good... okay signing or a good signing. Because Khan is probably the best player on Bear Sternal, especially for the support area. Rhea. I think Rhea was a... Not one of the worst. I think he'll be an S signing. At the end of the day, I don't see this guy getting that much playtime. I really don't. Unless we run into another Hog and Zarya meta, sure, I could see that happening. But right now, I don't see Rhea getting any playtime unless something never happens to Fury or any of that. I don't think it's one of the worst signings. I think there's still a reason Rhea's on this team. Beast, one of the worst. Friday, I think Friday's a okay signing. Okay, on to the next one. Muse, one of the best signings. Let's look at Jake, though. Jake, one of the... I don't know. Because Jake's going to be interesting. I'm putting him as worst for now. I don't have the information. I'm not there in the scrims. I'm putting him worst for now. This isn't saying Jake's a bad player. Jake is not a bad player, but the reason he's there is going to be interesting. I know he's probably going to be a support player coming into the season. From what you've seen with his stream, he's actually not that bad on support. He's probably going to play double flex support meta. Kelix, look at Kelix again. I think this is a... okay. This is okay. Fearless, I think Fearless is one of the best signings in the offseason Dallas Fuel could have made. Okay, who's next? Mike Haley. I think this is another one I don't fully know a lot about, but I still think it's going to be Eileen and Choi Sowan. That's our information we already have with the starting lineup. I'm thinking Mike Haley's an okay signing. This is Feather. Okay. He plays Sombra. He's going to be I think he's going to be one of those DPS players that comes in occasionally. Here's MCD. I think MCD is a okay signing. Bianca. Bianca was honestly... This is weird. I want to say, yeah, Bianca good. Bianca's really good. I was kind of disappointed they didn't start him at the start of last year because he was fantastic in contenders. And then, like, they were having issues. Like, what do we do? And they put Bianca in. And like, oh, we're good now. Because, like, yeah, Bianca was top tier. I knew he was going to be better than Hoppa last year. Got that playtime last second. And I'm happy they re-signed him. They released him to re-sign him back. It's going to be good. This is DM re-signed back, kind of like Bianca. I think this is also I think they're actually going to use DM a lot more. This upcoming season. I don't think he's one of the best signings because I still think it's going to be Lip and Flood a majority of the time. But I think they're actually going to use DM a lot more because he still performed top tier all of last year whenever he got to play. So I think they're going to use him a lot more in double hit scan metas. Anything like that, DM's going to play a lot more. Wait, where did I put? Yeah, Naga. I'd say it's good. I personally was always impressed with Naga throughout his entire years in Contenders and like World Cup. Happy he's on an Overwatch League team. It's the Paris Eternal. I think this is actually a perfect team for him to really prove himself. And if he proves himself this upcoming season, he may go to a different team, which would be fantastic. Michelle. I think Michelle, so far, I'm gonna say an okay signing. From the information I have done, research I've looked at, Shou Cheng honestly wasn't that bad. So I'm putting him in eh. He's gonna look bad though, probably on the LA Valiant. I don't think he's one of the worst signings. I think he's gonna be pretty solid though. Jimmy, I think Jimmy is saying good, okay. I'm thinking Leave will still probably start, so I'm probably gonna put him in okay because he still have moments. Double hits again, metas of course. Leave and Kaneki will be the starting DPS duo. Silver 3 best, of course. Of course. This is Monk. I don't know that much information on him, so chat, throw it at me. I'll take y'all's opinion. I don't know that much about Monk. I'm thinking okay. One, because I have heard good things of him, but two, don't know that much about him just yet. All I know is he could be better than Faraway, which is going to be interesting. Onigod, I think Onigod was actually a really good signing for the Paris Eternal. And on to our final one, Nice. I think Nice is a okay signing. I think there's potential for him to be top tier, but I also think there's potential for him to be a bottom tier. He's very flexible, but I know he's kind of gone down almost every year after Philadelphia Fusion University went away. I know he went to T1. I think another team before that, I could be wrong. So I'm putting him in okay for now. I think him under KDG and with Hisu, Sato, he could be really good. But I'm putting him in okay for now. So that is it. Let me get rid of my face cam. That is it. This is the list. Keep in mind, I am not doing a tier list of how good or bad players are. It's just my personal opinion of saying who is a good signing, one of the best signings, an okay signing, an eh signing, and one of the worst signings. Keep that in mind. Please do. This is not tier list off the players. And I hope people on YouTube are realizing this, because I know what's going to happen. You're going to skip to the end of the video, look at the tier list, and comment about it. And then you're going to look back in the video and say, oh, it's not based off how good or bad they are. I think this was a fun one though, personally. I don't see how people could get mad, but I've already seen some people get mad about other people's tier lists about this. If you guys want to do your own, you can do !tier list. It's also in the description down below if you want to do one. Kind of like the normal thing in the description, !tier list if you want to do your own. It may take a hot minute, but you can also do it pretty fast. So that's it. That is it for worst to best. I think it's going to be more of a kind of a tradition thing we do every year.